Miami means.
RC made a banger.
Oh, Reagan the Realist, RealBoy Radio, Fort Myers, Florida. We are back, episode 27, live, independent studios in Fort Myers, Florida. I got a very special guest in the building today, all the way from Miami. My dog, hermbug, in the fucking building.
What's going on? What's going on, RealBoy?
What's good, bruh?
Pleasure, man. Thank you for having me.
Dude, I really appreciate you pulling up, man. It's an honor to have you here, man.
Anytime, bro. Anytime.
Hell yeah, man.
Pushing buttons to get out the whip. I'm kinda hungry, thinking Benny Hunters with a dip. Fried rice, chopped a steak, he did that little trick. Solo dolo probably got the Nina.
Yeah, man. So tell me a little bit about yourself, bro. I mean, we chopped it up a little bit before we started rolling. I know that you're a hometown kid, but you lived in Miami for a little bit. Tell me just give me the journey of how you started here and then how you ended up all the way in California.
Yeah. So I grew up in Miami, Miami-Dade, North Miami.
Yeah.
And I was playing hockey, and I ended up moving out here to Fort Myers. Actually, that's when I started.
So you lived in Miami first.
Miami first.
Oh, okay.
Miami first until I was about 16.
Okay.
And then I flew out. Then I drove up here to Fort Myers. Ended up playing hockey for the Everblades, Junior Everblades Association.
Oh shit.
The Hertz Arena. Yeah.
Shout out to the Everblades, man.
Shout out to them boys.
Yeah.
And then, I ended up going to school in Cypress Lake out here.
Shout out Cypress Lake, right down the street from here, man.
Right down the street, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And, that's when I kind of got my first musical print. That's when I met my boy Rex Rogers. He's used to be a producer, but now he's in the film game now.
Hell yeah.
And started rapping on his stuff. And then my neighbor actually started saying, "Oh, you're really good. You should check out my boy." And I was like, "Who?" He's like, "Oh, my boy Leland." And that's when I was like, "Oh, I got to link up with Leland." You know
Shout out Lee, man, running the boards.
Leland, man, yeah. So it goes deep when it comes down to Fort Myers. I started rapping with Leland, and ever since then, he kind of pushed me, told me, you could do this shit, and kept on pushing ever since then. So when we separate ways and I dip from here, I ended up dipping to freaking Canada for a bit.
Oh, you were living in Canada for a little while.
Yeah.
Where in Canada?
Yeah. I was living in Lloydminster. It was a small town, but the big city I lived in was Calgary.
Really?
Yeah, West Coast.
Are you dual citizenship?
Yes, sir.
No shit.
Yes, sir.
Dude, shout out to that, bro. That's cool as fuck.
Drake, holla at me, man.
Come on, man.
I'm on both sides of the
Six
border,
guy.
man.
Come on, bro.
Yeah, yes, sir.
Lean into it.
So, I ended up chilling out there and doing my thing. And, the music thing kind of was to cope from being away from home.
Sure.
So every time I left and I joined a new squad either from Chicago or El Paso, Texas. Shout out to my dogs in El Paso. Mm-hmm. And, I kind of bounced all over the world just doing my thing with the music and trying to see the world and do hockey and just kind of live my life and kind of paint my own picture.
How does a kid from South Florida get into hockey? You played ice hockey?
Ice hockey.
How does someone from South Florida get into playing ice hockey, dude? That's not a very big sport down here. I mean, it is kind of, but
Yeah. No, I saw my neighbor actually playing hockey outside of my window. He was playing roller hockey.
Okay.
And I was like, man, what is that? And he was like, oh, it's hockey. So I ended up skating with him once or twice, and then I went to the ice arena. I went to Pines Ice down in South Florida. Shout out Pines Ice.
Yeah.
And my first time skating, it was funny. I never knew what skates were. Didn't know the difference between hockey skates and figure skates. Right?
Yeah.
So I hopped on figure skates for the first time, and I didn't know that it had the little pick to spin and
To
stuff.
do the spins, yeah.
Hit the pick, boom, hit my face, bro.
Fucking face planted?
Face planted. And then I was just like, I looked at my mom, I was like, I want to play hockey. She was like, what? I was like, yeah, I was like, it's cold in here, it's air conditioned, I can hit people.
Yeah.
It's just like football, but with skates.
Exactly.
So she was like, all right, for sure. And then I just stayed in the rink all the time.
So seeing those kids playing outside your window, and then you ended up playing hockey in college, that was kind of a pinnacle moment in your life, kind of, huh?
Yeah. I did the college thing, man. I went to My first college was Dakota College at Botno. Shout out to Botno. They gave me a shot.
Shout out, man.
Yeah, NJCAA. I actually won a national championship.
Did you really?
Yeah.
Holy shit, dude. What position did you play on the ice?
I was a defenseman.
Oh, okay. So you're fucking people up, basically.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
So that's what that came into play. I just started hitting, and I played out there, and then from there I transferred to my big university, Illinois State University.
No shit. You went to Illinois State?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, down
I
in
got
Chicago.
family from Illinois. That's cool, bro.
Yeah,
Hell yeah. Okay.
So, shout out to my alma mater out there. I played out there for a year.
Dope.
That's when I kind of like took a pause with hockey at that point. My father passed away in 2016.
Rest in peace to him, man.
Rest in peace. And I took a step back from hockey then. And that's when I went to, Canada, kind of regroup. But fall back on music a little bit.
Yeah.
Didn't play hockey for a year. And then I just had that conversation with my mom. And then I said, I kind of want to go back, I don't want to be sitting around here and shit.
Yeah.
So I emailed a couple schools. Shout out to University of Jamestown. They let me come back even though I had a 0-point GPA because I dropped out of college,
Wow.
I had to write a letter explaining to them why I did so poorly, and they gave me a shot, and then I went to go play D1 with them.
Damn, that's cool of them to do that. Hell yeah.
So I ended up went there, and then I played my last senior year in North Dakota. And then from there, I came home from the summer, no offers, and I just worked, stacked my money up, and trained on my own in Calgary, Canada. And then I paid for my own tryouts in the Federal Hockey League. The
No
FHL.
way.
Yeah. And then I got drafted first round from there.
No way. You went to you were gonna go to the NHL?
Yeah.
No shit.
Yeah. It was a farm team. It was a Fed, and then I was on a 2-way contract between them and the SPHL, was with the Market Mayhem in Georgia.
No way.
Yeah, so
Dude, that's awesome.
Yeah, I played for the farm team for the New York Rangers.
So you didn't play hockey. You were almost a professional hockey player.
Yes, sir.
Dude, that's amazing. Did you grow up watching a lot of hockey?
Yeah, South Florida, baby. Florida Panthers.
Who were some of your favorite players you watched growing up? Like
favorite players, I'd say, Nicholas Hagman on the Panthers.
Yeah.
Oli Okinen, all the OG Panther players.
Were you an enforcer on the ice? Did you throw hands at times?
If I had to for my people, man. You already
Dude,
know.
who was your favorite NHL enforcer of all time?
You already know. I gotta say the OG, Peter Worrell. The only black player.
Can you Google him? Google him, and then Google George Laraque too. After that, if you know who George Laraque is, that's a notorious enforcer from the NHL. Yeah. I watched probably a compilation video of him slumping like 20 dudes. He was a bad motherfucker, bro.
Peter Worrell, yeah.
Yeah.
Hockey.
Damn. Yeah. So you kind of the hockey thing didn't work out, and then you kind of pivoted to music. Is that kind of like what the transition was, type thing?
No, I always did the music, and always when I played hockey, it was funny. Like every junior team I played on, every college team I played on, I never told them I made music. And
really?
I'd walk into a film day, like after a game weekend, you review film, see what your mistakes were and shit. And I'll walk in there and my video up. And they're like, yo, Sherman, this you? I'm like, yeah, I make music. And they're like, oh, but how come you never told us? And they're like, well, I'm focusing on this. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I always told myself when I make it pro with hockey and I do everything that I can with this, then I'll fall back and then I'll pursue the music full time. And that's what I've been doing the last 3 years.
Dude, that's dope. That's dope as fuck. You got a highlight video for me or not?
Shit.
Oh, okay. It was already on. Are you dual screening it? What you doing? I don't know. But that's dope. That's dope though, dude. I didn't even know you got that far with it. That's crazy.
Yeah, so I made it to the tippy top with that, man, and it was cool. Like I did everything I could with the game,
Hell yeah. That's dope. So I'm guessing you probably traveled a lot playing hockey, which is kind of why you got like such a good perspective on the world. That's at least what I read in some of your bios.
Yeah, no, hockey took me all over the place from here to Canada, Lake Placid, New York, Chicago, El Paso. All the teams I played for along the way, I met a lot of great people.
Hell yeah.
And just established those relationships. And yeah, I mean, without hockey, I wouldn't be where I'm at right now. If I didn't play hockey, I would never move to Fort Myers and meet my people that I met here.
You went from skating on the ice to rocking the ice.
Yes, sir.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes,
that's a real transition right there, bro.
Yeah.
No, that's cool as fuck, man.
That's my boy right there, man.
Yeah.
Big Peter Worrell. He playing on the Avalanche right there, but he's an OG for the Florida Panthers. He's actually one of the sports directors for the Junior Panthers right now.
No shit.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
So he's doing great things in the community, and you guys should check him out down south, man, the Florida Junior
Dude,
Panthers.
Nobody parties like hockey players, dude. Them boys can... I've partied with a couple of hockey players in college. I've never partied harder with anybody else in my life. Those boys are crazy, bro.
Oh, yeah.
They drink forever.
Oh, yeah.
And then they go to practice the next day like nothing happened. I'm like, what the fuck? Them boys are built different.
Yes, Sir.
So tell me about your time in Miami. I know that fun fact about you, you are the nephew of the late and great Kimbo Slice, who, in my opinion, is one of the most legendary people to ever come out of Florida. Tell me what it's like watching your uncle become this huge viral sensation in the early days of YouTube, too, which is really interesting.
Yeah.
What was that like?
It was, at the time, you know, like, I never realized how big he was. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, he's just family and everything. We knew that he fought.
Mm-hmm.
So it was cool. And, like, we did, like, recently, I found out, like, it was between him and, like, Charlie Bit Me.
Yeah.
Those were the two most viral videos.
That's
on
crazy.
YouTube.
The Charlie Bit My Finger video and him are like, that's wild,
exactly.
bro.
So, like, he's the most searched on YouTube. And, once I found out, I was like, well, that's cool. You know, that's pretty cool. I didn't know his impact. But a lot of people love the story, how he came up, you know, bouncing and then feeding his family with that and then fighting and then, you know, the tragic event back in 2016, rest in peace. You know?
Yeah, rest in peace, man.
You know? But, yeah, man, I mean, it's awesome. Like, I'm just trying to push his legacy on with the music.
I see that, yeah, absolutely. And you do a great job with that too, man. But just I remember watching Kimbo's videos, like this one right here when I was in high school, but he fucked this dude up. I mean, respect to the dude from going toe-to-toe with Kimbo. That's a scary thing to do. But I've never seen anybody's eye get fucked up as bad as this dude's eye was at the end of this video. It looks like roast beef. Ugh. It was bad, bro. But I just remember watching, my buddy was like, dude, you got to see this dude from Miami beating the shit out of everybody on the internet. And I'm like, let's watch it. And I went through the whole rabbit hole, watched every single one of his fights. And I'm like, this dude I would never want to cross this dude ever. You know what I'm saying? And then he got some recognition from the UFC, and then he got onto the Ultimate Fighter. And I remember I waited all day. Me and the boys waited all day for that episode to air at night. And I remember, I think he fought Matt Mitrione for the on the Ultimate Fighter, and he pretty much just laid on Kimbo for the entire fight, which was disappointing because we wanted to see Kimbo slang the leather. But it was kind of smart of Matt to fight Kimbo. That's the only way you're gonna beat Kimbo. You're not gonna go toe to toe with him and shit.
Yeah.
But it was just really badass to see some dude who was a Florida dude, you know, get all this internet clout and then make it to TV. Like, it was just cool. It was like watching one of our boys, like, make it to, it was fucking badass, dude. So that's just really cool that, like, you know, you're the nephew of him and shit. That's just awesome, dude.
Yeah, it was definitely awesome to be around. And, you know, it was great to see what he did for the community and for the people. People really loved him. And, you know, we're still keeping his legacy alive. My cousin actually fights Baby Slice. Shout out to Baby Slice, man. I was just about to ask about him too. Yeah, is he still an active fighter? He's still fighting in the circuits and stuff? Yes, sir.
Is he MMA?
He's MMA and he's boxer. He's cross.
Damn.
So he's doing I think he's doing 155 next.
Nice. That's a good weight.
So he'll be outside. He'll be fighting in Bellator with them again. So that's, you know, he's doing his thing. He's low key, man. He's stacking his chips. He's not just a stand up fighter. He did the wrestling all high school.
Nice.
He did Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu before anybody knew about it.
That's,
you know?
dope.
So his story is super cool. Like most people don't know. It's just like when I left for hockey at the same time, me and him were in Florida down here before I left Miami.
Yeah.
And I was like, yo, I got to dip, man. I can't be down here. Like, just wasting my time. I got to go play hockey, you know?
For sure.
And he was like, all right, for sure, do your thing, bro. And then I ended up leaving to California, where I was playing junior hockey. And then he ended up going to college. He's like, I'm going to go to college too. And then he ended up going to school at the San Francisco School of Arts.
No shit.
For film. So
that's crazy.
Yeah, he wanted to do the film thing. He actually took pictures. He did all the background shooting for his dad in the movies, like all the movies that he did. I forget which. He was in
the one with Michael J. White. He was
Blood and Bone.
Yeah, Blood and Bone.
And then the Scorpion King movies. So he has a couple. He did all those photos behind the scenes.
No way.
And that's how he learned how to do photography.
Dude, that's tight.
Yeah, so we used to hang out, and then whenever I was in San Fran, we were there, and we were just motivating each other. And he was working gas station jobs, training on his own, paying for his own shit.
Respect. That's a tough life.
Yeah, he went by Casper. No, he didn't even use Kimbo nothing when he was training.
Tried to build his own name. I respect that, bro. I respect that. That's a big shadow to live in, man.
Oh yeah,
you know?
And it's respect. And he won his first fight in a Chinese restaurant, bro. It was like for $50 right there.
Really?
This one right here, yeah.
No shit.
This one right here.
That's in a Chinese restaurant?
Yeah, it's in a restaurant.
So there's
somewhere.
people in the background like eating ramen and shit?
Look, you see him right there eating.
Oh my, that's crazy.
He won that fight, and then the next day he went viral and went to Bellator, signed his first debut. So
no way.
He never had a real amateur career. He went straight to pro after
Wow.
this fight. Yeah. So to see what he's doing and to keep growing and learning in the game, he's just gonna get more dangerous. And
That's amazing.
we're just supporting each other right now. So I'm trying to do all the walkout music for him. You know
That's
what I'm saying?
tough.
And he's just trying to push my music, and we're just supporting each other. And that's the big cuz, man.
You know, I mean, him and his dad, I mean, Kimbo mostly, I mean, now that they have the bare-knuckle fight leagues that are really popping off, dude, Kimbo and Dada 5000 basically started that entire thing, bro. You know what I mean? Like the backyard bare-knuckle in Miami, like that's all them. And now it's like the new premier fight organizations that people watch. I went to one in Brickell, Miami a couple of months ago with another show that I did, and I watched it, and I was like, this is the future of fighting, because it's just way more exciting.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like here a knuckle hit cheekbone, like it's a different thing. But I credit Kimbo to really being like the catalyst to all that, man, which is I wish he was alive today to see what it became. You know what I mean? Because I mean, I'm mad because I could see him being like the commissioner or just being like a really big promoter in that name. Because I know Dada 5000, he promotes it. I saw him at the fight that I went to. Okay. So it was really cool. And it would have been cool to see him and Kimbo side by side running. That would have been amazing. But I know he's looking down, proud as fuck. I know he is. You know what I mean? So shout out to him. Long live Kimbo, man. Long live Kimbo.
Boy, man, RIP, man, we miss you.
So I know you touched on it a little bit, but like, okay, so when did you really start taking music seriously? And like, when did you were like, okay, maybe I can do this professionally? Like, when did that hit?
I've always taken music seriously for the last 13 years, right? On and off, just writing when I can, how I feel. But to take it seriously and think I could do it professionally, I would say about like 3 years ago.
Okay.
So like right when the pandemic hit, when I retired from hockey 2019, I had little circumstances. I thought I was going to play for a team and grow and develop as a star player, but they wanted me to fight because of Kimbo, and I got the face. They wanted to sell the tickets, but no shade. I respect the business, but that's not what I was there for.
Fair enough.
And so when I came back, I told myself, okay, I'm in California now. Shit, there's no teams that want me. What am I gonna do? So I was like, all right, I'm just make this music, talk about what I know. You know what I'm saying? I'm sure there's black kids around the world that play hockey that are going through shit that they're by themselves and nobody understands what they're going through.
Sure, absolutely.
So I try to gear my shit towards that. I'm real. I'm from Miami. Not a lot of people come from here. Like, there's no black hockey players from Miami that I know. There's only probably one.
Yeah, you're very rare. Which is really cool. Yeah.
So it's just like I try to give my aspect. Not everybody gonna understand where I'm from, but I understand that I'm with you and I understand what you're going through in the space that you're in.
Totally.
So the music shit, I just try to keep it in that genre.
Sure, totally. I mean, when I listen to your music, I listen to your whole catalog, and it's really like positive, and it really makes me want to just kind of like get money and like double down on my hustles and shit. Yeah. I mean, you have songs called Investments. Ooh. You know what I'm saying? Like your music makes me want to go out there and get it. Yeah, man. Get after it.
Shout out to my nigga Larry June.
Shout out Larry June, man.
Yeah, he put that battery in my bag, man. Like I haven't met him personally, but when you do, I fuck with your people, Miguel 415, fuck Monroe Flow. All them people, man, like, when we do get together, man, you already know.
Shout out to those boys, for sure.
Yeah, I've been listening to a lot of him over there when I moved out there, a lot of Peasy, P-Lo. And, that's what I was trying to, you know what I'm saying? I was like, man, fuck, I get money. You know what I'm saying? Like, all the shit that rappers do and shit like that, like, you know how it is.
It's entertainment, but like it's nice to hear the other side where like you can be in the rap game and just like, get money and be fly, and that's cool.
That's cool.
Yeah, you're not putting any negativity out in the universe, you're not dissing anybody. Like that's beautiful, man.
Exactly.
Because I feel like that's the harder route to take.
Yes.
In music. It's easy to get on a track and just kind of go ratchet and get ignorant, you know what I mean? But to like spit some real shit that'll bring value to life, that's tight.
Exactly.
And you do it well.
Thank you.
Yeah, man.
So now, I just want to motivate my people, man. I just want to show my people that they can do anything they put their mind to.
100%. You know
what I'm saying? So,
speaking of Miguel 415, he just directed your latest video that you just dropped, The Come Up. You know what I mean? Awesome song, great video too. Tell me a little bit about that record, what inspired it? Yeah, just give me the whole rundown.
The Come Up, man. That was just me and my shit talking bag. I'm in the Bay right now. And I was just like, man, this is where I'm at. Yeah, I'm here. I've arrived, and this is where I wanted to tell people, like, man, it's not regular no more. You know what I'm saying? Like, now I'm into the hermbug. I'm into the brand.
You're all in now.
I'm all in. So this song embodies just like, hey, man, like, I was walking down these streets to school.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
I had the little chain. I wanted the big one. I'm going to get it. I worked hard for it.
Mm-hmm.
And just put my mom on. You know what I'm saying? My mom's
Yeah.
living good now.
Yeah,
You know
that's the best flex ever.
Exactly. So it's just like all the things that I wanted to do when I couldn't do it.
Mm-hmm.
That's what this song means to me.
I rock with that, man. I rock with that. Hell yeah.
So, I'm golfing now. It's different. You know
You
what I'm
golfing
saying?
now, bro. Yeah.
It's peaceful now.
You know?
What I'm saying? So,
hey, $1 million deals are done on the golf course, bro. I'm
Exactly.
thinking about picking it up myself, bro.
come on.
I mean, we got a putter in a makeshift hole somewhere in here with the green grass, but that's about as much golfing as we do around
That's
here.
all
but
you need.
Yeah.
That's all you need, bro.
That's
I got
hilarious.
I got some clubs in Cali when you're ready, man. I got you.
All right. Hey, shit. We might pull up to Cali and take you up on that offer, bro. I need to get out of here for a little bit. We'll bring the whole crew, man. We'll make it a thing for sure.
Go.
Speaking of Cali, man, I saw that you performed at the infamous Viper Room, which,
Ooh.
if for people who don't know what the Viper Room is, it's a very notorious club in West Hollywood where a lot of really crazy shit transpired. If you could pull up the Viper Room, I'm pretty sure River Phoenix overdosed there. There's been like a $100 million gambling ring, I think, at one point. It's a very interesting venue. What was it like performing at the Viper Room? I know that you were on the Wasted Youth tour with Henry AZ. Yeah,
Yeah, shout out Henry AZ and Mad Child out of Canada, man, and Boston. Yeah, it was interesting. It was a great venue to me. I was very passionate, very intimate. It was close knit. There was probably like 200 people there.
nice.
Security was, you know how it is over there. But it's definitely infamous for some crazy shit.
Yeah.
Like when
Did you feel that energy when you were there?
That's
a haunted place.
I got a crazy story for you, bro.
Okay.
I was in there, right? I missed the mic check or whatever, sound check, and then the people were scrambling for DJs or whatever. And then DJ fucked with me. He was like, yeah, I got you, bro. I'll spin your shit. So he spin mine. And then I guess one of the main dudes that was supposed to headline right before Mad Child, he came in and he was like, yo, man, I'm supposed to go on. And I guess the crowd was like packed. So he was like, fuck it, I'm going on right now, you know? Took the mic from his hand. And then he was like, what, you took the mic? All right, I'll be right back. I got something for you. I'm going to shoot this whole shit up.
Oh, fuck.
And then he dipped and he walked right past me. I looked at my homies. I was like, hey, we going outside. And I followed him to my whip and I dipped.
Yeah.
I called Henry. I was like, hey, man, I love you, boy. Thanks for letting me perform, boy.
But, yeah, I'm trying to live. Yeah, that dude seems serious.
Man, real serious.
That's crazy.
They tell you once, believe them. You know what I'm saying?
Damn.
So, but that was only. But other than that, my show went great. My set went great. Everyone loved it. There was great people in the crowd. Very different crowd. I've never performed in front of those. You know, they're all
West Hollywood are weird, bro. Let's be real. Yeah, they're weirdos.
It's different out there.
It is.
So
yeah.
Other than that, it was straight. It was cool. Very infamous, man. I didn't know Johnny Depp owned that. That spot. So that's why I did that. I don't know if you heard one of my bars. I said shout out to my. Shout out to my dogs. There's people that owe me debt that I still love. Shout out Johnny Depp. Some shit like that.
Yeah.
I got some I probably got some unreleased shit I could show
Paying
you.
reference to it. That's tough.
Yeah, so I had to drop that in one of my songs. But yeah, that's one of the coolest places I've ever performed at. Yeah, definitely, man. Viper Room, legendary.
Fuck yeah! Shout out to Viper Room. So where in California do you live? Are you where are you at LA or are you what area of Cali do you live?
Oh, I'm in San Jose, California.
Okay.
South Bay.
How you liking it out there?
Man, it's techie, you know. I'm .com.
Yeah.
So I love it. Yeah, man.
I'm .com.
Yeah, .com, man.
That's funny as hell.
My neighbors work at Google, man.
Hell yeah.
So it's calm.
Do they really?
Yeah.
No shit.
Yeah, man. My building actually was the old IBM building.
No way.
Yeah. So it's brand new. They built it in 2019.
Damn.
It's chill. Got the mountain views, man. And
got to get in with those tech guys, dude. They run the world, bro.
Bro, you telling me? I'm
Come
trying
on,
to learn
man.
code.
Let's get on their good side, man. Before we're fucking worshiping the ground they walk on. We don't do it already.
For real.
So what would you say is like the driving force behind why you create and make music? I think we all have some sort of motivator that drives us to do these kind of creative things. What would you say yours is?
The driving force behind my music, behind making it, I would say just to get shit off my chest.
Mm-hmm.
I'm an only child.
Me too.
You know
Shout out to only child gang, bro.
Shout out to only child.
You don't seem like an only child, dude. You seem like you would have older siblings because you're wise and you're chill and like down to earth, like which isn't a very good characteristic of like only child. Usually we're like known to be like spoiled
selfish and shit.
Yeah.
Nah, I grew up around a lot of OGs and I grew up in the church and shit with my family and stuff. You know, the church where you eat barbecue after in the hood and shit and you get to talk to people talking shit. So Like my dad was a people person. I learned that from him, and I try to treat my parents always told me treat everyone the same. Treat the janitor the same way you treat the CEO.
For sure.
So that's the way I try to move. And
that's what's up.
like the music is just. I grew up by myself. I didn't really like. I have a lot of friends, but I used to chill alone a lot.
You're a loner, dude.
Yeah.
I'm kind of the same way.
Yeah, popular loner. So I just be I'm really dolo. Like you saw me, I pull up dolo.
Yeah,
I don't got no.
Which I was surprised that you pulled up dolo. I'm like, I like this guy, man. Lone wolf, bro.
I got no posse. I don't do all that, man. I am who I am all the time, and I try to be that way all the time. That's
Word, bro.
With my music too. So that's what I want to do. Just give a positive message, be me, and motivate my people.
Yeah, motivating. You're definitely very motivating, bro. Like when I listen to your music, I was like, man, shit. I'm just trying to get my credit score up to 800, bro. That's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to find 20 ways to get rich, bro.
Yeah, I'm telling
Maybe you could put me
man.
on those other 19 ways to get rich, bro, because I need some help.
I got you, bro. I got you, man.
That's hilarious.
All you need is a good hustle, some paper trail. You know what I'm saying?
Some connects.
You got 800. I tell people all the time, like, you can do the label shit, you can do the route, you can be independent. I'm fully independent. I don't got nobody planning my schedule for me.
Do you plan to keep it that way, or do you ever plan on signing?
I definitely love to sign, but it'd probably be like a venture. You know what I'm saying? Or someone that understands.
Like a partnership type thing?
Partnership, yeah. I'm going to do my thing and just let me be.
You don't seem like somebody that wants to be told what to do or how to steer your ship.
Oh, hell no.
Yeah.
No. I don't move that way. So I try to. Cause I've been there with the label shit before. I got offered like fucking when I was 17. I ain't gonna say no names. He's still my friend, and I still love him to death. I still see him all the time. But like his mom tried to open up a label for me, offered me like 5 M's, and then
really,
I had a tour bus, I had a car, and a house already in the back of a barn. Yeah, right here in Southwest Ranches in Miami. In Davie, yeah. And I remember Styles P came to the crib. Lamborghini Miami came to the house, gave me a backpack with bread in it, told me go get your studio. I built the studio in the bus, and then I was 17 at the time.
You couldn't even buy cigarettes, and they're offering you 5 M's.
Yeah, but the thing was I was 17, so I couldn't sign it, right?
Legally, yeah.
Legally.
Okay,
so I told my mom to show it to a lawyer, and I had one of the best lawyers in South Florida check it out, and it was over it was like 5 M's over like a crazy amount of years, like 25 years.
Oh,
so
wow.
it wouldn't even came out to like a yearly salary if you broke it down after management and everything, right?
Right.
So like she was like, no, don't do that. So I said no. As soon as I said no, bro, I shit you not, bro. I was chilling. I was like, hey guys, I can't sign this, unfortunately. And then before I said I can't sign it, boy, the beats on my neck, they took them off my neck, took the backpack off me. They're like, I'm sorry, son, you can't. And then from that day forward, bro, I was like independent. I was like, I love you, bro, but like that was crazy. Like I had a bus, I had everything. I dropped out of school, I left Fort Myers.
But it was a facade.
Yeah, it was.
They tried to finesse you. It sounds like.
Yeah, try to finesse me.
I mean, I ain't gonna lie. A lot of people that wouldn't know better would have taken that deal, bro.
Yeah.
Most of them do.
So I was just like,
wow.
Man. So when that happened, I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna kind of do this shit on my own, at my own pace, my own speed, and just kind of make music at my own time. I don't want people to. I never wanted someone to come in there and be like, "Hey, man, I need an album tomorrow."
Right.
You know what I mean? So
yeah. I don't feel like creatives should be rushed.
Yeah,
for 100%. anything. Yeah.
So I just been moving at my own time since then, and I'm fully independent. Like I fund my own shit. So I look for the beats. I try to be as real as I can hit the people up. Say I'm gonna do this. I can buy 300, 400. I'm on a budget. I got bills. You know what I'm saying? Yeah,
totally.
So I'm a regular dude. I do regular things. I say that shit in my music.
Yeah.
So fucking I just I like fancy shit, and I like to trophies. Hood trophies. You know where you come from.
You got expensive taste
and
in things.
From Florida.
You like to reward yourself from time to time. You know.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's just crazy.
That's crazy. It's 17.
Yeah,
that's amazing.
So ever since
what
then,
what was the song or project that they saw where they were like, we want this kid? Do you remember?
No, it was nothing. Like I was at the time, it was crazy because his mom was a big horse acquisition horse rider. Like they jumped the
equestrians.
There,
yeah.
So sorry about that. I know you're probably gonna get
that's
me
a tough word.
Yeah.
Nah, yeah, you're good.
But fucking, she used to do that, right? 50. She jumped for 50 racks on a horse. Like that's what she was on.
Jesus.
So I took the tour bus, 99 Jam bus. We took it to
shout out 99 Jams.
Shout out 99 Jams.
Shout out Miami, man.
We took that shit up to Woodstock, New York, and I was up there, and then I did my first show in Woodstock. and I was just rapping, just freestyling. They were like, "Oh, I was the only black kid there." You know,
Okay.
it's a horse show. You know?
Yeah, true.
I'm rapping, I'm freestyling, everybody liking this shit. So we come back from Florida from that trip, and she was like, "I'm gonna start a label. I'm gonna do all this," and that's how that happened.
Wow.
So freaking, I was just like, I was like, that's how it got for me. I was like traveling from there.
Yeah, that's cool, man.
So I was like, fuck it. I was like, this is what I want to do. And then I was like, I'm a freestyler. You know, I ain't never gonna write nothing down. Then I realized I was really trash.
Yeah.
So right when that happened, I humbled myself.
That's good self-awareness, though. You're like, I don't know if I could do this forever.
For real. And then I remember, man, it was funny. I was rapping, and this is like older when I moved back down to Broward. I went to American Heritage for a little bit. Shout out American Heritage.
Shout out to them, man.
And I met my boy. He's still my dog. You know what I'm saying? We don't talk as much, but I met my dog Steve Storch there. So Scott Storch's son.
Scott Storch's son. That was my next question, man. What was it like working with Steve Storch, man?
Steve, man, shout out to my dog. He was cool, man. He was just my dog. We just made music in the room.
Did you even know that he was his son until when you met him?
No.
When did it all hit?
Like fucking, like one day it was funny. Like he pulled up in a limo. I was like, "Who's that?" He's like, "Oh, my dad." I was like, "What?" He was like, "But you Kimbo." I was like, "Oh, what?"
That's cool as fuck.
Yeah. So freaking, we were making music and shit, and then he was like, kind of put me in there, like, "Hey man, you rap, da da da, I'm gonna throw you beats." So we ended up doing that.
Were you like, what the fuck, when you found out that was Scott Storch's son? It had to have hit you a little bit. Scott Storch, the hot torch, dude.
Yeah, it hit me, but like I was just like, you know, what I mean, I was just like, that's my dog. I don't really care.
Yeah.
So like at the time, like I'm not a starstruck person,
right?
You know? So it's just like I'll be in, like I told you earlier, with chilling in Bella Thorne's crib. I was like, oh, that was Bella Thorne. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just like, it's cool. But I'm just like, I'm not that type of person. But when I met him, I was like, oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
It was just, that's how I felt about it.
That's cool, man.
So, yeah, man. But other than that, man, my dog Steve, shout out to my dog. He's still doing music. I hope he's doing well out there. I haven't talked to him in a while, man. But if you see this, man, hope he's doing well.
That's tough, dude. That's awesome. So you guys made a bunch of projects together and stuff like that, you and Steve?
Oh, we did. We have a couple records. But,
really?
But no, we don't. We not like now. But like
back in the day, when you first started up.
Yeah, I think they're somewhere, man. They're out there on Reverb Nation. Shout out Reverb Nation. Yeah, they're not the best, but that was back when I was like trying to experiment and learn my sound and shit.
Hell yeah, that's what's up.
Yeah.
Tell me about your relationship with Taylor Gang. I see them; they support a lot of your music, man. What's your relationship like with the Taylor Gang?
Yeah, man. Shout out to Taylor Gang. Taylor Gang, man. It's just a mutual love.
Yeah,
they're
that's really cool.
Yeah, they're huge fans of the Team Kimbo movement.
That's
you know what
awesome.
They love my uncle, and I'm real cool with Breeze and Big Lon, his security. So it was funny actually, like the High Rollers. Have you ever heard about them?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
So like High Rollers and shit. It was funny. They didn't know anything about me at the time, right? And they were at the time. My boy, what's his name? Wiz Khalifa's uncle, DJ Motorman.
Okay.
He was doing a music submission for the show. So I was like, oh, let me send him some music, right? So I sent them a whole bunch of music, and I didn't hear nothing. And then I was like, fuck it, I'm gonna buy one of their hoodies. You know what I'm saying? Show some love. So I copped a hoodie, and I was one of the first people that bought it. And then I ran it through the washer, and then it got fucked up. Like all the shit broke off. Right?
Cracked and everything.
So they actually DM'd me. They're like, hey, we had a whole bunch of messages that some of our products were getting messed up. We just want to know, was yours messed up? And I was like, yeah. He was like, oh, is there anything that we could do to rectify it? Like, we can't send you anything for free, but like, is there anything we could do? And I was like, can you play my music on the show? You know what I'm saying? They were like, send it through. Let's see what's fire or not.
Yeah.
So I sent them 50 rounds, and then they were like, oh, this is actually fire. I was like,
that was smart of you to suggest that. That was smart.
So I was like, yeah, thanks, bro. And then they saw me rocking the Kimbo shit, and I was like, oh.
And they put two and two together. They're like, yeah. And he kind of looks like him too, low key.
And I was like, yeah, that's my uncle. He's like, and then they called Kevin to, to
confirm it.
Yeah. And he was like, you know the Sherm kid? Oh, yeah, that's my cousin. Yeah,
what? That's tough.
So they were like, oh, we'll put you on the show. So they started playing my music on their shows on their on the High Rollers events on Pluto TV. So shout out to High Rollers. They put me on TV for the
shout out
first
to
time,
them, man. That's cool as fuck.
And then the Taylor Gang info page saw me, vibing with the High Rollers, and then they followed me, and I was just like, hey man, I want to. If you guys could promote me, that'd be cool.
Yeah, they post a lot of your stuff on there, man.
So we ended up getting in business with each other, and then
that's great.
Now every drop, I'm on text with them now. They're in Europe, and they're sweet guys, man. Shout out to my boys at Taylor Gang Info.
What's up, man? Shout out to the Taylors, man. Yeah. Don't bring blunts around.
Yeah, for real.
They'll put them out.
So,
or cigarettes.
Yeah. It was funny that was the first when I went to that Harold's event. That was the first time I met Wiz. And Wiz was cool. Kevin real low key, Baby Slice.
Yeah.
And he, you know, me and him, we're just like, all right, I'm on the same time as you. It's like, hey, we're just gonna walk in.
Yeah.
Just go in there, you know what I'm saying? Go watch some fights. And and then the cage, the Kimbo's cage is in that arena. That's
Really?
how we had the connection with them.
That's cool.
So that's our cage in that arena there.
That's cool.
And then
it makes sense that Wiz would fuck with the Team Kimbo because he does fight too. He does like Muay Thai and stuff in like his spare time, and he's decent at it too.
He's a bad man.
He built for it. He's tall, lanky as hell. He could be a Muay Thai fighter if he really wanted to, man. Shout out Wiz, bro.
Yeah, he's a bad man. So,
yeah, hell yeah.
First time I met him, he's a real humble guy. He might not remember it, but friggin', we were trying to walk in, be low key, and he kind of bust through his entourage, and he was like, "Oh, Kimbo Jr., like Baby Slice," and gave him a hug, and then gave his my cousin's wife a hug. And then he looked at me. He was like, "What's up, bro? My name's Cam." And I'm like, "Cam, are you Wiz Khalifa?"
Yeah, that's fire.
He was a real humble dude, man. And ever since then, it was just love. I haven't seen him since then, but fucking the pages and everything been pushing me and motivating me to. They've been giving me pointers too on how to shoot my content and my videos.
That's awesome.
So that's why my shit's looking like it is now.
It looks good. Dude. Yeah, it looks fucking good, man.
I've been trying to learn and just, you know what I'm saying, kind of be under their wing. So
you're definitely linked with the right people for sure, man.
Yes.
Wiz had one of the best come ups I think I've ever seen with a rapper, bro. So
so shout out Taylor Gang, man, and mad love for them for sure.
Shout out to the Taylors, man. Tell me a little bit about the song All Day. I love that fucking beat. That shit is fucking fat. Tell me about that fucking record, bro, because that shit slides, man. I listened to that probably 20 times today.
Man, All Day.
Yeah.
Shout out to my dog Adrian Got Slaps. He just followed me.
Shout out to him, man.
And yeah, man, that record, man, I don't know. I was just snapping.
Yeah,
you
you're just in your bar bag a little bit, huh?
Yeah, I was just being me in that one, man.
Yeah.
A lot of people hate my music because it's like a 145, 2 minutes, but that's all I got to say.
I mean, to be honest, like that's kind of the formula nowadays. I mean, like nobody's really making 3-4 minute long songs anymore. It's kind of all short form now because, you know, TikTok, the attention span of people. Like, plus, it's kind of good for you because it just makes people stream it more.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
So yeah, I appreciate it. You know, this video.
Hey, if it's 145 of fire bars, that's good. That's all we need, man.
Shout out, man. Yeah. No, this video's hard. I love this video. I'm talking about, you know, the Tesla in the driveway, the GA. I'm working on the Porsche Tesla. Yeah. I love that. And
you got plans to get the Cybertruck, son?
Ooh, yeah.
Come on, bro. I know that shit hard.
I need it.
Yeah.
Freaking shout out to my dog Germ.
Are they on the streets yet?
I see them every day.
Well, not here, not in Florida. We don't see them in Florida, really.
No, they're outside.
I've seen the Rivian. You know what the Rivian is? It's kind of like a knockoff, but it's not as cool as the Tesla truck. Not even close. But that's like the only one I've seen on the road. But yeah, the Tesla truck is tough.
No, yeah, I need the Tesla. Shout out to my dog Elon. I need that.
Yo, he's a genius, dude.
Yes, he is.
Remember when they shot the AK-47 at the window and it cracked, and he was like, "Fuck!" And then he got all that free publicity for it and sold probably 100,000 more of them. That's fucking tight. Shout out to Elon, man. That's hilarious.
Yeah, no, man. I was just trying to captivate the city in this one and show people a little bit of San Jose.
Yeah, that's tough.
And to come up and just, you know.
Yeah.
The same message, man. My dog Miguel did his thing on that one. Shout out to my dog Miguel for on fire.
Shout out to Miguel, man. That's tough. Tell me a little bit about Team Kimbo, man. Is that your cousins, you and your cousin, and like what do you guys got planned for the future with Team Kimbo?
Yeah, that's funny, man. Like people always ask about that. It's just literally it's just him and I. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
And Team Kimbo is just. It's just we're trying to keep the legacy with the fighting, obviously, and then I'm doing the rap part about it. You know what I'm saying? Rap about our legacy and shit. But the Team Kimbo shit, man, we want to make it big. We want to do like a Kimbo barn, you know, have like a playground, like a warehouse where you can have fights and the studio in the corner right there.
Yeah,
and shit like that. So it's just a family thing, man. It's a huge family. Kevin's the oldest of 7.
Yeah.
So
just to kind of push the legacy of your uncle and just keep his name alive and attached to the right things that he would like.
Exactly.
That's awesome, dude.
And just let his memory live on through that. And like I represent, like I told you, like when I'm rocking a Team a Kimbo hoodie or something, and someone notices me, I'll take it off my back because that's something he'll remember that.
100%.
So I want to be that person that's showing that's like, you know, I'll give you my shirt off my back, and I'm glad that you're a huge fan. I'm glad that you remember that that moment. Like, man, he was a fighter, but that dude that gave me this hoodie, man, he was a mean looking guy, but he was a nice dude.
Yeah.
And that's exactly what Kimbo represented. So freaking just kind of keep his legacy alive with Team Kimbo. And yeah, just we're doing a lot of things with that.
Anybody that shouts out Kimbo is a real one, bro.
Oh, yeah.
You know, that's some deep Florida history right there. You know what I mean? So I'd probably give the shirt off my back too if that was my uncle. You know what I mean? That's love. That's real love.
Yes, sir.
That's awesome, bro.
Shout out to all the rappers dropping them Kimbo bars, man. You know what I mean?
I ain't gonna lie, I dropped a few Kimbo bars and some past raps. You know, do I need to pay my 10%? All right. Well, when I get there, you'll get a check. Don't worry.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So tell me about you, man. What are your plans musically for the end of the year or even 2024? Like, what do you got cooking up? Like, you got any big plans? Like,
yeah, the music. The end of 2020, top of 2024. I'm trying to drop a project called Embrace the Rain.
okay,
A little EP.
interesting.
Just showing my people what how much I've grown as an artist.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'm a singles artist. I don't really have no bodies of work.
Right.
And so I'm just trying to keep it like that. I'm playing it simple, but when I do bodies of work, it will be with the homies. I don't make music with just anybody.
Totally.
So if it's with the people I love, we'll make something. So
That's
I
dope.
definitely got that in mind with my a couple people. You already know I named a couple earlier, and so with that. The music, I definitely got a lot more coming 2024.
That's
A
dope.
lot more visuals.
Yeah.
I got a new single coming called Chosen.
Chosen, dropping when?
I have no release date, but I would say probably end of November, November 30th.
Okay. Okay. So of this month. All right.
month.
So that's right around the corner.
Yeah.
Okay. So stay tuned for that, man. End of
tuned.
November. New projects.
Yes, sir.
Let's go.
So yeah, I'm just trying to stay consistent, travel, and show people different parts of the world, and trying to just. Everyone's question is always, where's Sherm at now?
Yeah.
So that's why I try to embody in my videos. I got lessons in Canada, in Santa Cruz, that at my crib.
You do move around well, bro. I will say that.
Yeah.
I mean, I follow you on Instagram pretty heavily, and you're always somewhere doing something. You're in some Uber. You're hopping out of Ubers and shit.
Trying.
Bro, that one video where you were in the Uber where I thought you were like 6'11". Remember that shit? I was like, why is the seat pushed up so far? I was like, how tall are you, bro? And you're like, oh, I'm 5'11". I'm like, why does it look like you're fucking 6'8"?
I put that zoom out. I got that.
Yeah. You got that wide angle lens shot.
Gotta get the driver
That
in
shit
there.
was funny as hell, bro.
Yeah, man. Moving different now, man. That might be the next project, man. Moving different. You never know.
Yeah. You ever got plans to like tour, do any performances and stuff? Like,
Oh yeah, definitely want to tour. I want to do the Canadian tour of the Wasted Youth part with Henry again.
that's a Canadian tour? The Wasted, really?
Yeah, that's Mad Child's.
Oh,
thing.
shit.
Yeah,
Oh,
he's from
okay.
Canada.
I didn't know that was originated in Canada. That's dope.
So I'm trying to do some things out there. I want to do the Calgary Stampede, the hip hop stage. I know a lot of people out there. 10 at 10. Shout out 10 at 10.
Okay.
They run all the programs out there. So I'm putting my foot back into the rap community in Calgary and Canada too, because I'm a dual citizen. So I'm trying to put them on my back as well.
Mm-hmm.
And then same thing with Florida. So I'm in
yeah.
the Florida events. I want them to be super passionate. I got a plan where I'm gonna do drives where I'll have like a whole bunch of Kimbo hoodies or Overtown SB hoodies. If you come to the event, it'll be free. There'll be food. Everything's free. I don't gotta worry about nothing. I just want to have a good time and let you guys hear some good music and enjoy each other's company.
Yeah, bro.
So that's how I'm kind of moving when it comes to the events and the shows. I'm not a big dude. I like to be intimate. I want to be like a Currency.
I feel that. Shout out to Hot Spitter, bro. Currency's one of my favorite rappers ever, bro.
Shout out to that man.
That shit. He's one of the realest ever too. Explain to me what Overtown means. I know it's your Instagram name, or what is that? What does that mean?
Overtown, that's where I'm from. Historical Overtown, Miami.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so I was born and raised out there. I moved around from Overtown to Liberty City, Carroll City.
Shout out Carroll City, man.
Shout out Carroll City. Shout out to the boss. Shout out Rose, man.
Shout out to Rose,
It's
bro.
too good to be true.
Come on.
And yeah, man. So that's my city. That's where I'm from.
Yeah.
And 183rd to be exact. You heard that on one of my raps. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, I have. Yeah.
I put that on my back. So Overtown, that's what it is.
That was one of your like early projects, huh?
Yeah.
So 183rd or the Streets of 183rd or whatever.
That was a single.
The single.
Nights on 183rd.
Nights on 183rd. That's what it was.
One of my first projects was Dreaming Big.
Okay.
I recorded that in Fort Myers, Florida.
Yeah. With a certain somebody over there.
I got an album. Yeah, I don't know what happened to Green Lungs. We need that back.
Green Lungs. Shout out to Leland, man.
Shout out to my dog.
Shout out to Leland. That's
Yes,
fire.
sir.
Hell yeah, man.
Yeah, man.
That's dope. Well, dude, I appreciate you coming by, man. That's really all the questions that I have for you. Is there anything you want to promote or shout out before we wrap up shop? Before we get going? Just like your Instagram handles, any social medias they can find you at, obviously.
Yeah, for sure, yeah. You guys can follow me on my IG at OvertownSB_. That's OVRTOWN SB_. And you can follow my company, Corella. We do street brand.
Oh, talk about that a little bit before we get on there. Yeah, the chain and the logo. Yeah, run me the story about that before we wrap up shop. That's the one more thing I was going to ask you.
Yeah, for sure. So I'm a part of this company called Corella, and it's a street brand apparel. So we do home decor, sneakers. He's a art designer. Yeah. So he does everything. You know what I'm saying? And so I'm an investor in that company, and I promote them. That's my dog. Yeah. So we do everything from pool, toy, you know what I'm saying, floaties, all that shit.
Just
jewelry,
anything you can think of, really.
Anything you can think of, we could do it. And that's my dog. So shout out to Corella. They're based out of Miami. We got a couple sneakers coming out. Got some big news. Can't really say where, but we're gonna be in some big stores in the mall. Yeah. So make sure that you check out for the Corella drop. I might have my own sneaker on it. Might see a little ka-ching on the side. Let's go. So yeah, shout out to my dog Corella, man. That's all I got.
Damn, them Sherm sneaks, bro.
Yes, sir.
Man, I gotta give me a pair of those, man, for the studio, and you gotta sign them for me too, so I can put them in a case.
I got you.
You know what I'm saying?
I got you.
That's what's up, bro. And we'll put the link to the description in that store too, in the description, so you guys can go and buy it, everything. But hey, man, I really appreciate you for one driving here. I appreciate your time. Tell me your story, man. It's an honor to have you here, man. I can't wait to hear and see what you got in the store for the future, bro. I'm really excited for that. And long live fucking Kimbo Slice, man. Obviously.
Yeah, man. Thank you, man. Thank you for having me. You know what I'm saying? It's always great to come back to one of my hometowns, and I miss Fort Myers, and it's been a blast here. This was a great interview.
Thank you, bro.
Questions were awesome. When I was driving,
we're glad to have you come home, bro.
Yeah, for sure.
We're glad to have you come home, bro.
I was like, man, I don't know what you're gonna ask me. He don't know me, but you did your thing.
Come on, man. You know that's what I'm known for. That's what we do out here, man.
Yes, sir, man.
You already know, man. Reagan the Realist, RealBoy Radio, Independent Studios, Fort Myers, Florida. Make sure you follow everything hermbug, follow everything RealBoy, follow everything Independent Studios, Leland, Rico. We got some great shit coming. Y'all have a great day, man. Miami to Fort Myers. You're.
And I don't know if anybody told you this today, but I believe in you. Keep going.